Hello, today we're going to talk about how to apply under eye corrector. I have had dark circles as long as I can remember, and as I've gotten older, I'm 45 now, the dryness and the texture and the fine lines just kind of add a whole other element to needing to find the right products for my under eye area. But correcting the under eye area can affect us at any age, so you don't have to have mature under eyes to need this video. I know it's kind of a mystery. When do you need a corrector or when do you just need a concealer? So if you have dark under eye circles, you may notice a purplish undertone or a red or a blue undertone to your under eye circles. And sometimes when we apply concealer, the concealer can have kind of a grayish cast to it, or you may just notice that it's not concealing as well as it should. It just looks like there's a shadow there underneath the concealer that's not going away. And sometimes we end up applying a layer or two of concealer, and in our under eye area, the less layers, the better. So this is where corrector comes in. Now, one thing to note before you sit down to do your makeup at all, when you're doing your skincare in the morning, be sure that you do hydrate your under eye area, whether you use moisturizer or face cream or eye cream. The more hydrated my under eye area is, the better my makeup, my corrector, my concealer is going to be during the day. I'll list some of my favorite products down in the description box for you. If you're on mobile, hit the title below the video. If you're on desktop, look below the video, and underneath the title, you'll see a little summary paragraph and the words show more, and you just hit that and you'll get to the description box. In order to counteract those undertones, you want to use a color that's opposite of that. Typically, under eye correctors will be peachy or pink or orangey undertoned. Sometimes it takes some trial and error to figure out which will work best for you. If you have a deeper skin tone, you may want to go with the redder or orangey undertoned correctors first. The deeper shades, if you have lighter skin tone, the peachy or pink correctors will probably work best for you. And some may look a little more skin toned and just be cut with a hint of peach, and that's okay too.
There are also brightening correctors that use light to brighten the look of dark under eye circles and highlight the under eye area. It can help give the illusion that a sunken under eye area isn't quite as hollow as it actually is. In my own personal experience, I've found that these don't correct quite as much as I need for my dark circles, although they do brighten really well. Again, it takes some trial and error. You may just want to experiment and see which type of corrector works best for you.
The important thing is that we're trying to not pile up layers underneath our eyes so that we don't emphasize texture and just don't look like we have a bunch of makeup underneath our eyes.
Editing Steph here again. Even though we're talking about layering corrector and concealer, corrector typically has a thinner consistency than concealer. So you're not layering on two heavy things. You're just applying a very, very thin layer of corrector underneath concealer. Okay, now we can proceed.
So in this video, I'm using the Tarte Cc Corrector just for demonstration purposes, which actually is a more neutral undertone corrector. I do have an entire video on my favorite correctors, which I will link here for you. Now, as opposed to concealer with corrector, you just want to take it exactly where the darkness is. We're not highlighting, we're not accentuating anything. You just want to correct where the darkness is. So for most people, that circle is going to be pretty evident underneath the eyes, and you may have some darkness at your inner and outer corners, and that's where my darkness is. And you want to place the least amount of product that you can, just a tiny, tiny layer, and blend that out. And after that, you can go in with your concealer and blend it out how you normally do if you want to brighten up the area and extend that concealer wherever you would normally extend it, that's fine. But because you put that corrector underneath it, that gray cast, that shadow will be eliminated. You also won't have to pile on the concealer, which can make things look worse, especially as the day goes on. Sometimes you do have to try a few correctors before you find your favorite one. Eventually you'll get there, but I hope that this was somewhat helpful in how to apply corrector underneath your under eyes before you go in with concealer. If you haven't seen my favorite correctors video, I'll have it linked here for you. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. Also, I would love to have you as a member of the Stephanie Marie Circle, where we have exclusive content and all kinds of fun things. You can see more information in my description box if you hit join the circle. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.